everyone, Hello everyone, my name is DJ and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I hope you like it. I made the banner myself. I don't know what my profile picture is, but I'm hoping it's good and not some meme. My name is DJ, it is nice to meet you, or if you're back for a second time, hello, this is my second video. My first one was really badly made and this one will probably be as well. But since this month is a special month because it's October, and today, or yesterday at the time I'm filming this, happens to be Friday the 13th. Which means it's a spook fest everywhere. It's a spook fest. So I put a thing on Instagram where I asked what people would like to see, whether they'd like to see something gory or body painty, and most people said gore, but I went with neither of the options and what did my throat just do? And I went for like a vampy kind of gothic look because sometimes you just want to be emo as fuck. Anyway, if you want to know how to get this look, then keep on. I don't have a transition. Alright, let's get started. I really need to remember to take my makeup off before I start filming. I really recommend moisturizing and maybe having some festive tea before you start this step. This is a primer that I use that also has a very nice shine to it and it helps the skin glow. So I just start by putting that all over my face and rubbing it in to help fill the pores and also help the foundation stick on my face better. I'm using Born This Way by Too Faced in Snow. Remember to get all over your face in all the little creases, do a bit on your ears and your neck. Next up I'm concealing with this mixture of two different concealers because I'm that pale. And I'm just putting it on the high points of my face and also wherever I have a tiny little blemish. Trying to, you know, conceal the mistakes of the past. And then I use the lighter concealer on my inner corners just to give it a bit of an extra highlight. You don't have to do this, but I just prefer doing it. Next up I'm using e.l.f.'s tone correcting powder. At first I thought this was a highlight because it does have some shimmer in it, but it works really well on my skin tone. I mostly use the warm tone ones. I avoid the pink one as much as I can, to be honest. Just put this all over your face to complete the base and then we'll move on to the eyebrows. For this I'm using a NYX eyebrow pencil. I have no idea what shade it is, I just know it's too warm for my face. I had a look at some different styles of eyebrows in the gothic culture and most of them are very thin, very sharp, and they're also really clean and don't really have any feathering at the front. It's usually, you know, the whole Sharpie brow that people joke about. Yeah, it's similar to that, but not done with a Sharpie. Please don't use a Sharpie on your eyebrows. Next up, I just cleaned up the edges with concealer to help them look more refined, and also I am not a neat person, I mess up a lot. For this eye look, I was researching a bunch of gothic style makeup. The first ones that came up were like YouTubers like Lemon Gore who have done gothic inspired ones. However, there is one YouTuber called Toxic Tears and she's actually goth, it's her style, and I remember I saw a video of her, it was like 2 years ago or something, and it was what not to say to goth people or something, and it was really funny actually. She's brilliant. But I'm going to be taking quite a bit of inspiration from her sort of style because I'd like this to be a kind of vampy gothic Friday the 13th. Ooh. Oh look. It's gonna be a look. I will do this one day. First I went in with the eyeshadow palette from SportsGirl. It's the one with the black cover. I think it's the maroon one. And I went in with Damn Gina and Bay, which are all names that make me want to die, to be honest. First I primed my eyelids with a NYX eyelid base, and this just helps the eyeshadow stick a lot better, and it also helps the colours come out quite a bit. Now this step where I'm blending in my crease with the light brown called Damn Gina, but I blended it into the crease and this honestly didn't make a difference later on as I did end up blowing out the look a lot with a lot of colour. But you can do this if you wish, but if you don't have these colours, don't fret, you can just skip this step. I'm home. After returning from the beach trip that I spontaneously went on for no reason, I ended up blending a bit more of a warm brown into my crease before dipping into the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I went in with the colour Violence just into my crease and eventually blowing that out and using Courtney as a transition colour to disperse it into the skin without too much of a harsh change in colour, I guess. I'm really bad with terminology. I ended up winging out the purple colour. I just used an angled blending brush for this that I normally use in my crease anyway. I wasn't too sure what direction this look was going in as I was doing it, so I ended up using some of the warm brown tones to sort of blend into my crease a bit more and give it a bit more depth. And I eventually just did a smoky eye, gone nuts. I also darkened it a little bit more with the black shade in the palette, and yeah, it became something that looked like I got punched with a makeup palette. I then went in with a medium and a baby blue into my inner corner, I guess, just next to the bridge of my nose to blend this through. This part of the look was inspired by Glam & Gore from one of her makeup tutorials I watched a while ago. I'll pop a picture of the look she did on the screen. I went on to smoke out the bottom lash line as well, making sure not to completely close the inner corner, because I was going to be doing something with the liner later on. Then just for a little pop of something light to sort of balance it out a bit so my whole face didn't seem to be in a shadow, I ended up using the Super Shock shadow, which is hard to say with the lisp. It's one of the silver ones from Colourpop. I use this on my eyes a lot and it's really a nice colour. Applying that onto the inner third of my lid and then blending it out with the rest of the shadows. I then went in with a liquid eyeliner and basically did a cat eye wing to follow up with the way I blended the eyeshadow. But when it came to the inner corner, I decided to drag it down a little bit more, doing the same with my bottom lash line, making it look extra vampy, and dragging that down but not connecting the lines. This was actually something that I saw very commonly with the overdramatic eyeliner, and I thought it would suit very well and also bring a little bit more depth and precision, I guess, into the look. And then proceed to mess it up by trying to add highlights using a cream for some reason that got stuck on my lashes and failed to recover what you did. You can't erase this mistake. Just stop trying to fix it. I made it worse. I made it way worse. I then took that same blending brush from before and smoked out the bottom lash line, as well as blending in a dark blue and purple into the eyeliner I did underneath so that it wouldn't seem too harsh. Add mascara to the top and bottom lashes, and then try to contour so your face doesn't look super washed out like mine does. I'll admit, contouring is really not my strong suit when it comes to my own face, because I have really chubby cheeks, but I have high cheekbones, and it's the weirdest combination of features to have. I basically contoured my cheeks. I didn't bother with bronzer since Gothic style generally you are extremely pale. I mainly contoured just to slim down my face. Try to use cool tones as much as you can when contouring. I then highlighted with the SportsGirl Mermaizing palette, which I partly bought because of the packaging. I used the white tone, which has purple reflects in it, and I thought that matched the eyes pretty well. I then put some lash glue on the bottom of a little rhinestone and stuck those under my eyes too. I then put on some pointed lashes since I felt they did suit the theme of the entire look and giving us that sort of edgy, sharp eye. And then to balance out the rest of the face, I put on a very dark blue toned matte lipstick from Colourpop in the shade Be-Dazzled. That's about it for the makeup, so I just released the mane that is my hair, popped on a beanie, and I was good to go. I wasn't going anywhere though. It was 1 AM. That's in. Hello. That is the finished look. This took me about 5 hours to do because I left halfway through to go to the beach. But I got it done. It's 1:30 in the morning. It was originally for Friday the 13th. I'm hoping I can get this up by the 14th. I haven't actually done a look like this before now that I think about it. I've done sort of purpley, kind of vampy, but never full on. I do think maybe a wig or darker hair colour would sort of tie in the whole gothic theme, but since it's October, I have orange hair, and I mean it kind of suits with the whole, you know, complementary colours. Thank you for watching though. I will have a full list of every product mentioned and used in Be quiet while I'm waving my hand when I talk. I will have a full list of all products mentioned and used in the description below. I didn't say any of those words right. Anyhow, check the description box for anything that you may want to know. All my social media will be down there for both my regular shit posting and my makeup. I have this channel just for my makeup. I thought it would be a fun idea. I know this is my second video. I'm hoping to post 1 or 2 more videos before the end of October, just because it's the month that I have excuses to do stuff like this. And thank you all for watching this video. I know it may be a bit scatterbrained because I'm still getting used to talking about how I paint my face. Make sure to like it and comment down below because it actually does help. How's the algorithm changed this week? We don't know. But yeah, make sure to follow all my social media in the description box below. It'll all be there. I'll figure it out eventually. Make sure to stay positive, stay happy, make someone smile, pet a dog, enjoy life. While I look like I listen to My Chemical Romance on repeat, Welcome to the Black Parade, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be radiant sunshine while looking like my father took me into the city when I was a young boy and we watched a marching band.